Listen, if you are going the path somebody went and got a certain kind of result, don't expect to get a different result. You know, there are people who have told some paths in life. You watch them and you see how their end was. And then you can see similarities, you can see symptoms, you can see familiar trends of your life. Brother, don't expect to get a different result. Don't. They say in this family, this and this and this is what happens. And then you can tell that, you can see traces of that concerning you. Don't expect to get any different results. Because if you are doing the same thing they did, you will get the same results they got. You heard that your mom lived a certain way in her young age, and then you can see her in her old age a certain way, and then you are being counseled, you are being spoken to, yet you are expressing that same thing. Don't be deceived. You wouldn't display anything different from what she. If your mom's life went the natural way, you get me? I'm being more specific now. Maybe she went the natural way, not necessarily probably pleasures of this world and all that, but she went the natural way, manifested the way of the natural man, and you are not taking a different decision, and you are also living your life the natural way. Listen, you wouldn't end any different from her. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. You ought to be doing something different. You ought to be doing something different. You watch your parents, or you watch people that ahead of you, and you find them in a certain condition, you find them with certain afflictions, and then you are going that natural way with that same kind of mindset. Brother, don't expect. You should have a different mindset to have a different experience. As a man thinks, so if they think in a particular way, and you can tell that your thoughts are also conforming to the way they think, don't expect any result which is different from their experience. That's why this is the time for you to give yourself to what? Renewing your mind. Because there is a way the natural man goes, and there is a way the spiritual man goes, based on how they think. Let me say this again. Listen, it's been decided the way a man will go naturally. It's already been decided. So if you don't take a decision now to change the pattern, that's the same kind of experience you would have. You may die in poverty, you may die in sickness, you may die in an accident. That's the way of the natural man. It's uncertain. Maybe you didn't get me. The life of the natural man is uncertain. He just hopes. That's why he's a man of hope. That's why he's a man of chance. He's a man of luck. He only hopes that things will be okay. He only hopes that things will turn out well. Why? Because it's not a life of surety. There is no security. There is no assurance. That's the life of the natural man. There is a way he would go. It's either through sickness, either through poverty, either through accidents. You listen, his end is what? Death. That's the way of the natural man. And then there is a way of the spiritual man. It's also been revealed. He says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him. Whosoever. Who is that whosoever? He's talking about that natural man whose way is uncertain, whose way is not sure, who is subject to sickness, who is subject to accidents, who is subject to luck, who is subject to chance, who is subject to failure. That this whosoever, if he believes in him, why? Then his uncertainty, which will lead to destruction, his uncertainty, which will lead to death. He says, whosoever believes in him now he would not perish. Because the way of the natural man is a way of what? Perishing. He says, but have the life of God.